Another short chapter, the fifth chapter of the book of Zechariah, the visions. I think this is going to be his eighth and ninth. They only get a little bit more difficult to understand. So when the angel says to him, "What do you see?" and he says, "I don't know, explain it," we're left with that same question sometimes. I looked up again and I saw a flying scroll. Think of all like the Christian medieval paintings of what is it, like books with wings on them or something. So here would be a scroll, like a Megillat Esther or something like that. So the angel says to me, "What do you see?" And I said, "I see a flying scroll. Arka esrim ba'ama v'rachba eser ba'ama." It's 20 cubits long and 10 cubits wide, which is a large area, and um, that area, that space is pointed out, is the same space as the ulam of different pieces, different parts of the Beit Hamikdash built by Shlomo. That's pointed out by the commentaries if we look back. And he said, "This is the curse." So here, the word there, ulam, like a hall, and here the word instead of ulam related to it sounds a lot like it, Allah, which means a curse that goes out onto the entire earth. For everyone who has stolen is on one side of the scroll, has gone unpunished, and everyone who has sworn falsely, as is forbidden, is on the other side of it. Those who have gone unpunished. So imagine a scroll, it's like it has two sides to it. Some compare this almost in a sense to like the luchot, the tablets, two sides of it. The names of the sinners are written in here. Think of like Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, of the different Sfarim, whatever that's supposed to mean that God has. Where the Sefer of the Tzaddikim and the Sefer of the Rasham, the book of the wicked, the book of the righteous, and in the middle of the book of the Beinoni. So I don't know exactly what this means, but that's what he says. So it's a scroll on two sides are different sinners who have gone unpunished. Okay, continuing verse 4, pasuk dalet. Hotzei tiha ne'uma Adonai tzvaot uva beit haganav v'al beit hanishba b'shmi l'shaker v'lana b'toch beito v'chilato et eitzav v'yet avanav. So what's going to happen, God says, is that I've sent it. This is this flying scroll, and it's going to enter the thieves and the ones who swore falsely, right? The ones whose name are on this document in this scroll, and my name will go into their houses and it will destroy them. Strange vision. Seemingly, it's not clear exactly, obviously, what it means, but part of what it seems to mean is that God is saying he's going to bring back Bnei Israel. We've spoken about that. It's going to be great. Yesterday was very, very messianic in its tone and with the idea of the people sitting under their fig tree and under their vines, but the sinners have to be gotten rid of. The sinners need to be gotten rid of, and there are sinners amongst Bnei Yisrael. We saw this, in the past. Yeshua may be represented by Yeshua's dirty clothing back in the third chapter. Clearly, there are people who swear falsely. There are people who steal. We know in the past, books of Yeshaya, Yirmiyah, they discussed things like that at great length, and some of them have gone unpunished, and unfortunately, they will need to go punished. But so that's part of it. But part of it is the sin is leaving the temple. It's flying away from the temple, right? That's where it's going out of. It's going, in a sense, out of Yerushalayim. So it's leaving. It's flying away. And this idea continues in the next short vision. So then the angel came to me and he said, "Look up again. There's another object that's approaching. It's not a UFO." And I said, "What is this?" And he said, "It's some sort of a tub, a bathtub." There are others who understand and say it's more of a basket. Different explanation or understanding of what it is. And he said, "Is their eye in all the land?" Right? Do they see the entire the land? And behold, a lead disc was lifted, and on this lead disc was revealed a woman sitting inside the tub. Okay, so we have a tub with a lead disc with a woman inside the tub. I don't know. It sounds like I don't know. Just picture yourself like with the Beatles song, in a boat on a river, right? So that's what's coming to me. If you know that song, you can laugh double. So what did he say? He said, that is wickedness. Now, it's not nice to call women wickedness. We saw this in books prior. Talk about Bnei Israel as the feminine, and they're the wicked ones compared to God. They are, Hosea going back not so far, is told to sleep with a woman who will not be loyal to him, because that's representative of Bnei Israel and their lack of loyalty and their sinning. So I can't explain to you as to why the women is the one who seems to have the wickedness in this relationship with God. Can't tell you. So he said, this is wickedness. And pushing her back into the tub, he pressed the lead weight into the tub's mouth. So it's like Pandora's box almost to me. It's like he's shutting the box. Now, we know once Pandora gets out, it's too late. But he's shutting the box. And I lifted up my eyes. I looked up again, and there were two female figures soaring with the wind in their wings. So they've got these big wings. They have wings like that of a stork, right? He's trying to describe them as being very big. And what do? They carry off the tub between the earth and the sky. So they take this tub away, this representative of evil, of sin, of wickedness. They've closed it up, and they are carrying it. I don't know if they're carrying it from their wings. I don't know if they're carrying it with their talons. That I don't know. It's not that clear to me from the Hebrew, but they're carrying this tub away. V'omar el hamalach, we're in verse 10, pasuk yud. Hadover v'ana hema molichot ha'taifa. And I asked the angel, where are they taking the tub? Right? Well, what's going on here? V'omar elai livnot la vayit be'eret shinar. V'huchan v'hunicha sham al mechunata. And he said to build a shrine for it, or a house for it, right, in the land of Shinar. And a stand will be erected for it, and it will be set down there upon its stand, and that's where it shall be. What's Eretz Shinar? Eretz Shinar is another word for Bavel, for Babylon, right? So the wickedness is leaving from Israel and going back to Bavel. That's difficult to understand. Some of Bnei Israel have left back. So is this saying that the wicked ones are the ones remaining in Bavel and who haven't returned when Cyrus allowed it in 538, or haven't returned now when Darius allows them to once again to rebuild the temple in the year 520? Is that what it's saying? Is it saying that the evil came from Bavel, and Bavel came here and destroyed the temple, and now the evil has to go back there? I will be the first of many probably to admit that I don't know. But the key to me is that this chapter is about sin and evil leaving. And if you think about one of the things it says about the building of Beit HaMikdash, and I think we mentioned this in different times, it talks about when it says with David, or back when we talk about building a temple, though it doesn't tell us it's in Yerushalayim in the Torah, we're told when all of the enemies around you are no longer there, then it's ready to build a temple. You can't build a temple, you can't build the Beit HaMikdash when there is sin all around, when there is evil all around. That's not the time. You need to push away the sin. You need to push away the evil. In a sense, well, there's a phrase, sur me'ra v'aseh tov, get rid of the evil and then do good. So this is in the preparation, and this is early on as the temple is being rebuilt during the days of Daryavesh. Again, as Haggai told the people too, just months earlier. This is getting rid of that evil, expunging the evil, in a sense, almost like purifying the place. Think of this later on, the Maccabim, and how they purified the temple, and then they can once again use it for the next couple of 100 years. So that, in a sense, I believe is what's going on here. The sin is being pushed away, which will allow the temple that's being built, the second temple, to be built and to remain, or become and remain, I should say, a place for God.